What's going on, guys? Brandon from Boiler Room Trading here, coming at you for our Monday recap. Today is the 6th of May, so happy Cinco de Mayo if you had a great weekend. Monday starting off the week here, coming off a dump on the market from a Trump tweet coming up, of course, wants to raise tariffs this coming Friday in China for kind of backing off on some of their locked-in trade deal agreements. And who blames them, right? So let's get into our trade recap here. 834 on a pickup on Twitter. A little bit of a early entry here on some of the options. We've seen the base down here, right on this bottom candle I took in. Looking for a little bit of that pre-market support back here from the candle to go for long. I took $40 call contracts end of this week expiration. Got a 0.62 fill on about 4 of those contracts there, and then stop out risk, of course, was our major support 39.42 area here into algo trend line. So we hit one of the 4-hour marks here, bounced real quick, so obviously stayed in the position real well, recovered the 200 EMA, and had a couple really nice pushes early, a couple ITM pushes up there. We could have taken a good amount of profit, about 24 cents per contract, somewhere around 20 cents per contract, but we just left her on, left for the day, and I just put an alert on the line for a crossover of 40 when we kind of had that sell-off and roll back down under 40.12. So I was going to stop out somewhere around the entry price, and I didn't really want to take any losses on it. So that was way down here, of course. So didn't really get too far down there and didn't get any of the premiums to drop so far. So stayed in the trade. I set my cross alert line here at 40, seen it ding later on the day on my app as I was out running about, and we seen it was on a big run. So I said if it was going to hold above 40.46-ish, and look real strong at close, I would leave it on. If not, take some profit. So I ended up taking 26 cents per contract here at the end of the day on Twitter. So that was a pretty good trade. The only other entry that I took today was averaging in some more C limited calls. I have some $28 calls. I can't go into too many details in this because that is for my near and dear Elites members. So we do have a swing going on right now on SE. We have a pretty good target in mind and exactly why this is going to be moving the way it is. So it had a really, really strong buy-up day. Really good looking there. So a lot of the contracts that we have loaded for this one also looking good. Some of the members' calls we will go over. Let's talk BA right here real quick. BA called this one out. We had a little intraday volume lesson today on volume beating, which was kind of fun. And let's see if I can pinpoint that ramp here. And that pullback was on the 4-hour line. Oh, there's a 4-hour line way up there. A little early. So let's scoot back up here. Yep, right here, 728. So on the 728 candle, we had popped up over the 4-hour algo trend recovery line up here, definitely consolidated here, and all we had to do is look for a nice little volume beat here. So on this pullback into the 4-hour trend on this candle alone, on the low red, I said this is a good opportunity to buy into this dip candle right as it was kind of pulling down. This would be your limited risk dip entry. So a couple of our members took the limited dip risk entry here at 728, and we ramped up a solid almost 3 points or so, I'd say. If you got a decent entry on there and the spread wasn't too terrible, you got about 2.5 points on 2 different opportunities covered there on BA. And if you would have held all day, had just a little bit more and a real nice consolidation ride on the 50 with another couple of volume beats. Definitely had a really good long on BA there. A couple of the other trades we're looking at today. Facebook, we did see a double top on the split here and a call down to VWAP. Then we called a VWAP hold, which ended up breaking a little bit later, which wasn't too big a deal. We were just waiting for 192.30s anyway. This was our golden buy line here. And it did do a double bottom right there at 1930 hold. And that was a support and flag consolidation from this morning, which we also called along over this level at 192.30. So we called this up to the split. Had a really nice call in the morning for a easy scalp on Facebook. Then we called the double bottom back here in the hold of that level and had another target of the split. Pretty much the same trade 2 times today. Good, fantastic calls there. We did have a couple of levels on Roku earnings on the 8th of this week coming up. We didn't really get an entry early here that first minute, and the second minute kind of divulging down to the split there, held support. I mean, you could have took it and risked the open price, but had a lot of seller volume and had a lot of crazy stuff at the open, but nevertheless, we did have our buy line and hold support line at 64.60s here, and we did say if this does hold 64.60s here, that would be a nice buy up. So if you would have took that on the hold and let this thing ramp up, you had a real nice push towards the end of the day on that one. So almost 2 points sitting there on Roku as well. You should still have a position riding on that one. Earnings on the A should ramp up. Real strong positions so far. We'll go over the pre-market analysis for this one and for the plan tomorrow. Should be pretty good. One of the other ones we had here were Amazon. This was another one of the calls. I missed 2 of my entries on this one. I was pretty sad about that one. We had our blue byline right here was the hold of 1928. So I was looking for a pullback down to there. Didn't quite get it. Pick at the resistance. Didn't quite get it. Could have took it here for a double bottom support and stopped out under here. But then the play happened and we did not take it, or I didn't. And then we had a resistance target at 1940. Once that broke, we had a 1950 target. So I said, if this consolidation looks good for the squeeze, we're creating higher lows, ride the 50, and we have a 10-point move right here. Got 10 points out of it plus some on Amazon. And then that was about all for my calls I can remember today. Yeah, BA Twitter. Oh, we had it in NVIDIA. NVIDIA is probably one that we could go over that didn't work out yet until way late in the day. We were looking for a 200 EMA recovery and then a push towards the split, but didn't happen way till the end of the day. So NVIDIA was a little bit lazy today, and she hovered the 200 EMA pretty much all day sideways and finally broke up, just shying the split by a few cents there. But that's an example of one that didn't quite work out quite as fast, but ended up getting there at the end of the day, or just shy of. We'll be on watch tomorrow. So I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. Thanks for stepping in for the recap, and you guys have a good rest of the night.